Imagine this. You're an American commander in 1945. You receive a message from an unknown German officer. A message that says, your entire division is walking into a trap. Turn back now or none of you will survive. You ignore it. It must be a trick. Then, the German officer risks everything, his rank, his family, his life, to meet you in person, unarmed, under a white flag, begging you to trust him. This is the unbelievable true story of Colonel Wilhelm Foltel, the German intelligence officer who betrayed his own army to save hundreds of Americans. His name barely appears in history books, but buried inside declassified OSS archives is one of the strangest wartime collaborations ever recorded. A German officer working with American troops to stop a massacre planned by his own side. A story so unlikely, both countries tried to hide it. Today, you will finally hear it. Colonel Wilhelm Foltel worked for the Abwehr, Germany's military intelligence service. He wasn't a soldier on the front. He didn't carry a rifle. He didn't storm trenches. He collected secrets, listened, read every intercepted message, knew every troop movement. And by early 1945, he knew something terrifying. Germany was losing, badly, desperately. That's when he uncovered a plan. A German armored battalion preparing an ambush that would destroy an entire American infantry division advancing through a valley near the Austrian border. A planned slaughter. Hundreds of American casualties. But Foltel did something no one expected. He decided to stop it. Stahl had grown disgusted with the regime. He had watched civilians starve. He had watched families flee. He had watched SS officers execute their own men for defeatism. He realized the war is lost. Continuing the killing helps no one. But there was one problem. The ambush was scheduled for 48 hours later. Not enough time for subtle sabotage. Not enough time to alter troop movement logs. He needed a faster way. And that meant the unthinkable, contacting the Americans directly. On April 22, 1945, an American forward post intercepted an unusual radio transmission. It wasn't coded. It wasn't disguised. It was a voice, speaking clear, flawless English. To the American commander, you are marching towards certain destruction. I can provide details. Meet me under a white flag at coordinates. The transmission cut out. American officers were stunned. A German intelligence officer offering help? Impossible. Suspicious. Dangerous. They assumed it was a trap. The message was ignored. But Foltel didn't give up. The next morning, American lookouts saw something surreal. A single German officer walking through the fog holding a white flag with no weapon. He approached slowly. Hands visible. Calm. Composed. American rifles pointed at him. A lieutenant shouted, "Stop right there." The officer obeyed. "I am Colonel Thal," he said. "I have come to save your men." The Americans didn't know whether to believe him or shoot him. Foltel was blindfolded and brought to the American command post. He didn't flinch, didn't beg, didn't panic. He said, "Your entire division will be trapped in the valley beyond the ridge. Heavy armor is hidden in the forests. Artillery pre-sighted on the road. Machine guns waiting at the exit." American officers studied him. Could this be real, or a German ploy to divert forces? Then Foltel produced a small folded map. On it were exact tank locations, artillery placements, communication routes, refueling points, and the ambush time, 5 o'clock the next morning. The information was too detailed, too precise. It couldn't be fake. The American commander, Colonel Harris, paced back and forth. If he believed Foltel, and it was a trick, his division would be exposed. If he didn't believe Thal, and the ambush was real, hundreds of Americans would die. Finally, Harris looked at Foltel and asked, "Why are you doing this?" Foltel answered without hesitation, Because this war must end. And because I have seen enough death. Harris studied him, then made the most critical decision of his career. All units reroute immediately. The Americans changed course. Quietly, quickly, silently. Hours later, reconnaissance aircraft confirmed it. German tanks were hidden exactly where Thittel had said. Artillery pointed directly at the road. Machine guns mounted in trees. At dawn, the ambush activated. Against an empty valley. Thittel had saved hundreds of lives. When the ambush failed, chaos erupted among German forces. Officers accused each other of treason. Some were arrested. Others fled. But Thittel? He remained under American custody, protected. And good thing, because when German intelligence discovered what happened, Thittel was marked for execution. His own government wanted him dead. After the war, Thittel testified in several intelligence hearings. He refused medals, refused publicity, refused money. He said, "I did only what any man should do when facing needless death." His actions remained classified for decades. Only recently, declassified OSS files revealed the truth. A German intelligence officer risked everything to save an American division from annihilation. Not for glory, not for reward, not for ideology, but simply because it was right. A reminder that even in the darkest moments of war, humanity can come from the most unexpected places. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as incredible as I did, make sure to like and subscribe for more hidden histories. See you next time.